It's break time for the Yatris on the Bharat Jodo Yatra here in Telangana on day 5. In fact, I have with me Mr. Jairam Ramesh. All these Yatris resting every day is what? How many hours of walking are you doing?
Well, we did 14 kilometers this morning. It's about 2.5 hours. So today is the 4th day in Telangana and the 53rd day of the Bharat Jodo Yatra. The response has been absolutely phenomenal. Across, from Tamil Nadu, Kerala, Karnataka, Andhra and now Telangana.
Telangana, you're doing this at a time when a bypoll is on and everyone's focusing all their energies there. And you are distracting away from that election in a sense and getting your leaders to
Bharat
participate.
Jodo Yatra, it's not bypoll Jito Yatra. It's not a Chunav Jito Yatra. It's a Bharat Jodo Yatra. And of course, much of the organization is involved in mobilization for the Bharat Jodo Yatra. But the people who have to contest the bypoll, the party machinery which has been assigned the responsibility for the bypoll, are busy with Munugod. But I don't think you should conflate the Bharat Jodo Yatra with either a bypoll or with even vidhan sabha elections in Himachal or Gujarat. They are entirely separate. And the Bharat Jodo Yatra's objectives are simply not electoral. It's a political yatra by a political party. It has political objectives. But I don't think election prospects is the be-all and end-all of the Bharat Jodo Yatra.
But your state Congress chief being away from there, certainly, he has already said that we don't have the kind of resources that a BJP or a TRS has here.
No doubt. I mean, I don't want to get involved in a discussion on Munugod where enormous amounts of money is being invested by the BJP candidate who had been elected on a Congress ticket. So he's one of those migrants, seasonal migrants. But yes, a lot of money is being spent. But personally I know the candidate very well. Palwai Shravanti. And she's a very strong candidate. There's a very significant left influence in that area. So we are expecting to do well, and it's not a cakewalk. But I think the party organization that needs to be involved in the bypoll is involved in the bypoll. But you're right. I mean, the party leaders are here. But everybody has been assigned responsibilities. And I think the Bharat Jodo Yatra may not have a direct and discernible impact on Munugod, for which the election is being held on the 3rd, but I'm sure it's going to have a very significant impact on the assembly elections whenever it's going to be held.
You pass through Andhra Pradesh and Telangana, both of these states that you have been very closely associated with for a long time now. And yet, ever since the formation of Telangana, in fact, the Congress has not done well. And one of your big problems has been, I know you are not wanting to move away from the Bharat Jodo Yatra spirit, which is not electoral, as you're saying. But the fact was, 12 of them split, went away to another party, and that trust is something. Congress did have a good base here, and even now people say good cadre. And yet the trust that people will stay with the party is...
we still have, in my view, 26 to 28% of the vote in Telangana. In Andhra we were decimated, absolute decimation. And that's why the response that the Bharat Jodo Yatra got in Anantapur and Kurnool was pleasantly surprising. We got a super response, considering the fact that we are, less than 2% of the popular vote in Andhra Pradesh. Yes, the Congress paid a very heavy price for the bifurcation, particularly in the state of Andhra Pradesh.
So celebrations of birthday also happening at the same time, it appears. While so all these are Yatris who have been traveling with the Bharat Jodo from all over the country.
We're all together. Today we started at 5:40 in the morning. So the mornings last till 9, then we relax. Mr. Rahul Gandhi has an interaction at 2 to 3. He meets with civil society. And then we start again at 3. And we end by about 6:30 or 7. So we do about 22 kilometers a day, 21 to 22 kilometers a day.
So he seems to have done a sprint as well this morning along with the other leaders. So everyone's expected, no, I know you didn't sprint, but your leaders are all expected to be...
Absolutely, in Karnataka and Telangana and Andhra, one thing I'll tell you, it will be a Congress, a fitter Congress at the end of the Bharat Jodo Yatra.
Certainly appears like that. I can't let you go without talking about the big news that's being spoken about, the so-called Poachgate that's happening, where the allegation of an Operation Lotus kind of an attempt, or Operation Akarsh as you would call it, attempt is happening there. How do you look at it? I mean, ironically, 3 of those were also MLAs who shifted from your party.
Yeah, I mean, this is, for me, the BJP and the TRS are two sides of the same coin. And, they reinforce each other. The management style of the Chief Minister and the Prime Minister, identical. We have the 8th Nizam in Hyderabad. You have Sultan Tughlaq in Delhi. Both believe in political authoritarianism. And, what you're seeing in many ways are variations on a theme. And that's really what we are trying to accomplish to the Bharat Jodo Yatra. That we need to bring about a new political discourse, a new political climate. I mean, you look at the 3 political parties other than the Congress in Telangana. They all give booster doses to each other. The BJP, the TRS, and the MIM. All of them practice the politics of divisiveness. All of them practice the politics of hate and bigotry and prejudice. And the essential message of the Bharat Jodo Yatra is we need to get away from this. We are facing serious problems of economic inequality, of social polarization, political authoritarianism, and this requires us to come together. And things like Operation Lotus, these things will happen. They're part of the election scene because the BJP really wants to win elections at all. I mean, look at this. Look at the elections in Himachal Pradesh. They get a Ram Rahim who on parole, and he's being used in the election campaign. A guy who is who's been jailed. The courts have jailed him, and he's released on parole. And the BJP is trying to take advantage of him in the by-election. I think this is a most cynical way